Hey everybody, and welcome to the next version of TWAC Tech Tips. On this video, we're going to be covering one of the SolarWinds products called the Database Performance Analyzer, and we're going to be looking at the alerting capability within the product. So with SolarWinds Database Performance Analyzer, alerts can be used to become aware of issues and address them proactively before they affect your end users. Here we see the home screen of DPA. So this is what the database administrators would view to get an overview of the environment that they're monitoring. So straight away, we can see a status summary. And this is highlighting our warning and critical issues for this environment. And we can see that we have some critical issues with our availability group. We see we've got some issues in terms of wait time. We've got some critical tuning advice, and we also have a plethora of resource constraints within this environment as well, ranging from CPU, memory, etc. Now, let's scroll down. Within this site, we can see that we're monitoring quite a number of different database targets, ranging from SQL Server to MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, etc. But let's focus on one SQL Server instance. Here we can see, for example, we've got a version of SQL Server 2017, and we can see straight out we've got some issues being reported. So we've got some CPU problems across the environment. We also are seeing some memory issues, and we can see on the right over here, we've got some critical alerts that have been detected. Okay, so let's have a look at what alerts have been triggered as a result. Now, when we drill into the alerting dashboard, we view our current alert statuses. And on the left, we can see different filter options which are available. And let's filter by that SQL Server instance that we viewed a second ago. So straight away, we can see that the alert that has been triggered is in relation to the network metrics. And when we drill into the alert, we can capture more information about it. So we can see the duration, we can view the current value. We can also see the alert definition as well. So this is going to evaluate all resource metrics within our network category over a period of time. And even below that, we can see historical triggers for this alert. Now, while we see that there are quite a number of alerts triggered on this web console, one thing to note about DPA is that it comes pre-packaged with a large number of alert templates. So you're not starting from scratch. DPA is going to help you get your environment up and running and into a proactive state. You can see when we go to create an alert, we've got different categories which are available. So starting with the wait type, we have pre-built alerts for total database instance wait. We've got alerts for any anomalies being found in that wait time execution, even examples like total blocking wait time. We've got our resource alerts, we've got administrative alerts, and for these, think database availability, database free space. And if we navigate down through the list, you can see we also have some vendor specific alerts as well. You could create an alert for your Oracle environment for long running transaction or alert log entries. If you're running SQL Server, maybe you want to create alerts for deadlocks or a job failure, or maybe you want to create an alert from scratch. Within the tool, we've got the ability to create custom SQL alerts. And you see here that they can actually return a single value, a multiple numeric value, etc. Luckily, we actually have some alerts predefined, and here's one I created earlier. If I look at my custom SQL alert, again, here I can see my alert information. We can define the database instance or instances we want to run this against. And this is where the magic happens. Here we can define the alert parameters. You add in your SQL statement, you select whether it's going to be executed against the monitored database or even the repository database. And then you define your alert levels and notifications. So in your environment, what would constitute a high severity alert, a medium severity alert, a low severity alert, etc. You can add in those values, and then you can even determine who's going to be notified as a result. We've seen within DPA, there's a number of pre-built templates. You can create your own custom SQL alerts. But if you need some additional help in getting your alerting defined, this is where the TWAC community is going to be of assistance. Okay, so we can see at the top of the page, we've got a content exchange area, and this is broken down by product pillars as well as individual products. So for the database performance analyzer, we see we've got two subforums, custom alerts as well as custom metrics. So when we drill into custom alerts, here we can see a wide range of alert templates that TWAC community members have developed. An easy approach here is to simply navigate down through the list. We can filter by tag and select what's most relevant for our environment. And let's say, for example, we wanted to create an alert for a SQL Server agent not run. When we can drill into it, from this, we can copy and paste the syntax from TWAC into our DPA install, and it allows us to build up our alert definitions with this approach. Okay, so these are a few examples of how alerting in DPA is going to help you with your environment. With this approach, you should have increased compliance with database SLAs, fewer help desk tickets, and an overall healthier environment. If you want to find out more about how SolarWinds DPA can help you with your database monitoring, visit solarwinds.com/DPA.